What is the most messed up animal on this planet? Ducks. Honestly, they are messed up. They reap other ducks for fun. Like some ducks form gangs and go out and reap other ducks. A lot of animals reap for fun. I mean, some animals rip their victims' heads off when they're done out of instincts, and the males have corkscrew-shaped peepees. Ducks sure love to screw. Seriously? Didn't know that. Female ducks also have fake, decoy vags to help protect against the rampant reap. Reap is super common in the animal world. Seals reaping penguins, sea otters reaping seal pups to death then keep the body for a couple days for some necro. Dolphins will gang reap a female, and if no females are in the pod, the meekest male gets reaped. Animal world is cruel and messed up, and humans should be more appreciative of how we domesticated ourselves in such a manner. It's mostly bugs that behead. I don't think I've ever heard of any non-bug species doing something like that. Male bears will eat their male children. They don't behead them, they just murder them when they are babies. Tons of birds do it. Female hyenas will brutalize the smaller males up to and including killing them. Dolphins with behead fish then use the body as a fleshlight. Fishlight. Kangaroo, a flesh pocket? Really? Do you mean pouch? A pouch is strange to you? Not the fact that they can jump higher than the fricking moon with little effort? You ever see inside that pouch? Marsupials are strange. And sorta nasty. Dang it. What's in the pouch? Do I want to know? What's in the pouch? Nipples. That's where their babies drink from. Humans are weird. We put one of us on the moon literally, and back again. That fish that swims up people's urethras. Gotta bring your swimming condoms. The canal near me has loads of swimming condoms in it. You can say D-holes. Or slip holes. Or piss holes. Or urethra franklins. A little respect for urethra franklin if you catch my drift. A lot of people comment humans unfair, but like. Koalas are messed up, man. Not only are they bad at being koalas, but male koalas are so aggressive that females in captivity will date other females to deter males. Nothing wrong with them being lesbian, but damn. Don't forget that they need to sleep for hours every day to detoxify their bodies. Eucalyptus leaves, their favorite food, are highly toxic for them. If they didn't sleep for so long, they would simply die. They are frickered up by nature. Oh, and I also forgot, this is surprisingly common to animals, but they have to eat their mom's poop to be able to digest it. You forgot to mention that a lot of them are riddled with chlamydia. I did forget to mention that. Koalas are fricking horrible animals. They have one of the smallest brain-to-body ratios of any mammal. Additionally, their brains are smooth. A brain is folded to increase the surface area for neurons. If you present a koala with leaves plucked from a branch, laid on a flat surface, the koala will not recognize it as food. They are too thick to adapt their feeding behavior to cope with change. In a room full of potential food, they can literally starve to death. This is not the token of an animal that is winning at life. Speaking of stupidity and food, one of the likely reasons for their primitive brains is the fact that additionally to being poisonous, eucalyptus leaves, the only thing they eat, have almost no nutritional value. They can't afford the extra energy to think, they sleep more than 80% of their fucking lives. When they are awake, all they do is eat, shit, and occasionally scream like fricking Satan. Because eucalyptus leaves hold such little nutritional value, koalas have to ferment the leaves in their guts for days on end. Unlike their brains, they have the largest hindgut-to-body ratio of any mammal. Many herbivorous mammals have adaptations to cope with harsh plant life taking its toll on their teeth. Rodents, for instance, have teeth that never stop growing. Some animals only have teeth on their lower jaw, grinding plant matter on bony plates in the tops of their mouths. Others have enlarged molars that distribute the wear and break down plant matter more efficiently. Koalas are no exception. When their teeth erode down to nothing, they resolve the situation by starving to death, because they're fricking terrible animals. Being mammals, koalas raise their joeys on milk, admittedly, one of the lowest milk yields to body ratio. There's a trend here. When the young joey needs to transition from rich, nourishing substances like milk, to eucalyptus, a plant that seems to be making it abundantly clear that it doesn't want to be eaten, it finds it does not have the necessary gut flora to digest the leaves. To remedy this, the young joey begins nuzzling its mother's anus until she leaks a little diarrhea, actually fecal pap, slightly less digested, which he then proceeds to slurp on. This partially digested plant matter gives him just what he needs to start developing his digestive system. Of course, he may not even have needed to bother nuzzling his mother. She may have been suffering from incontinence. Why? Because koalas are riddled with chlamydia. In some areas the infection rate is 80% or higher. This statistic isn't helped by the fact that one of the few other activities koalas will spend their precious energy on is reap. Despite being seasonal breeders, males seem to either not know or care, and will simply overpower a female regardless of whether she is ovulating. If she fights back, he may drag them both out of the tree, which brings us full circle back to the brain. Koalas have a higher than average quantity of cerebrospinal fluid in their brains. This is to protect their brains from injury, should they fall from a tree. An animal so thick it has its own little built-in special ed helmet. I fricking hate them. TLDR, koalas are stupid, leaky, stee-riddled sex offenders. But, hey! They look cute. If you ignore the terrifying snake eyes and terrifying feet. Mosquito. Everyone saying human is taking the easy way out. They have the highest capability for evil, yes. They know how to hurt others. I once knew a llama who was evil, because it was all he knew. Bite, spit, charge, kick. He would get sad if you just ignored and fed him. No, he had to kick someone's shit in to have a good productive day. Congratulations, it's most of my neighbors. Sea lamprey. They latch onto other fish, suck on their blood and put a fluid in their blood that prevents it from clotting, leaving them to die. Fainting goats. They're adorable, but WTH would be the reason you fall over when your adrenaline kicks in? Arg. I'm being attacked by a predator. Faints? Gets eaten. Actually, I can answer this. Basically, we bred them to have constant low-grade seizures, or close enough, so that they would build up their muscles faster. Because muscle is the tasty part of the animal. A side effect of that is when they get too excited it ramps up and their legs lock into place. The evolutionary reason for falling over when adrenaline kicks in is that being useful to humans is a pretty good adaptation, and humans mostly take care of the predator problem for you, until we become the predator, of course. Dolphins. The degenerates of the ocean. Short-faced dogs. And, we did it to them. The male babirusa, its tusks literally grow and curve towards their skull and keep growing until it kills them. Kinda like how male anglerfish live to become a testicle for some giant female. Bobbit worms. Total nightmare fuel. Stingrays, for what they did to Steve Irwin. He died as he lived, with animals in his heart.